Hello everybody and welcome back to Stealwing 33 Plays The Enter the Gungeon. I wanted to be dramatic. I'm Stealwing 33 and how's it going everybody? I've been doing pretty good. The last episode we did pretty well actually. M16, we're getting that, yes. And the cluster mine, hell yeah. M16 is a classic. It's the American assault rifle, underbarrel shotgun, or underbarrel grenade launcher from what it seemed like on the picture there. Good gun. It's a solid, average, every man's gun kind of thing. U.S. military has been using it for a long time. Yeah, today we're playing as the Huntress. I'm very excited about this, actually. Huntress is a character that I really like. I like the crossbow. And I found out that apparently the crossbow reloads while it's in your pocket. Does it? Was I lied to by a commenter? I mean, probably, but... Or they were just mistaken. Lied to implies that there was, like, malicious intent. Mistaken implies that they were misinformed. But, you know, we're doing fine. Huntress is a good character. I really like her. I think the biggest issue I have with her is that her Corgi companion, I don't feel like it does enough. But that just might be me. I might just not be noticing what it does. Like, the Corgi has a chance to dig up items at the end of the room. And those items range from super useful things like keys to empty chests, or like to unlocked... Sorry, not empty, unlocked chests. And stuff of the ilk. It's a good thing to have. I just wish it happened more often. It would make my life a lot easier. But, you know, if I could put money down on something to be easier, it would be, you know, this game, because the game's pretty hard. It's like it's a difficult game. I think a lot of it comes down to I'm not mechanically precise, like, at all. And, you know, if I was more of like an avid PC gamer for like shooters and things like that, I'd be pretty good. But, you know, I'm not an avid PC gamer for shooters and things like that because I am bad at them. Ooh, got our key back, and we got an itchy trigger finger to increase our rate of fire. Super good. This will be great if we ever end up with a gun like... The Void Core Assault Rifle would probably benefit from this. Any machine gun type weapon would benefit from this. The machine pistol, the Thompson, the AK-47, stuff like that. Those would all benefit super well from the itchy trigger finger. Our pistol does not, because like, we can already fire it as quickly as we can click, which is, you know, as fast as I think a gun can get in this game, because I can click pretty fast. I want to try to find the other chest before we go try to engage the boss. Mostly because I want to have a gun that isn't the crossbow to work with. Don't get me wrong, the crossbow is a very fine boss-killing weapon. I would just prefer to have something that isn't the crossbow to work with. Alright, not bad. Nope, that's not it. Kill that guy. Good. Kill the crypt bulletkin there. Wearing his red bandana. It's from the east side. Ah, phone is vibrating. I need to throw it on my bed. Phone, get out of here. There you go. There. Turns out it was an email. It wasn't even something important. It's probably just like, you know, junk mail. I get a lot of junk mail because I use my email for everything, from like work stuff to, you know, signing up for D&D Insider when I play D&D with the dev team. Lots of stuff like that. I do not have 2 keys, and if I had 2 keys, we'd be going to the bonus level. So we're going to ignore that. There's nothing in here. I want to love you. Secret level. Secret level. You know, I want to try to do the secret level, at least the first one, is the Blobulon secret level, as much as possible. Blobulord. Ooh, the glacier gun. Ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Glacier gun's great. So Glacier gun is another gun that will benefit tremendously from itchy trigger finger. So it shoots little ice cubes. Ice cubes bounce around, but they explode on contact. So it's an explosive weapon that also deals ice damage. So not only does it destroy bullets on impact, but it also slows the target. So it is super duper good against like all of the first floor bosses and a lot of the second floor bosses. In particular, it's super good against Dreadnought, because the explosions happen like in the middle of the Dreadnought, and that causes it to not be able to shoot you, which is great. Plague Pistol also good, does dot damage. I wanted it in case we ended up fighting the Bullet Twins, because then I can poison them. I might still poison, like, I'll still poison anything we come across, but we're pretty much going to stick to the Glacier Gun, because it is crazy good. You can kind of already see, like, the effect of it happening. You know, you can kind of see, like, Gatling goals getting slowed pretty gnarly here. Bullets also bounce, which is a, you know, a microscopic effect of the gun, but that means I can, like, shoot, like, I can shoot the Gatling goal around a corner, and I was so inclined to do so. The slowing effect is also nice because it slows the bosses down tremendously, which a lot of the time the reason you have trouble with bosses is because they get all up in your grill. So, ow! Damn it, I forgot about the missiles. Should have kept moving. That was stupid, because this is over. We've already won. It's just a matter of landing the last couple of ice cubes here. It's a shame that we didn't get mastery on this, because we were damn close, and I just lost focus for a half a second, and it screwed us. Which is a shame. It's a major shame. Got the Gungeon Ant, though. Gungeon Ant's a good gun. Its biggest fault point is that the Gungeon Ant, you need to reload it in order for it to be good, because the oil part, where the mandibles are out, the oil part's not good at all. This is a good boss killer, actually, weirdly enough, in my personal assessment of the gun. The nice part's you can do stuff like that, where you can bounce the oil things around and spread the fire around once you've made some fire on a room. The fire part of the gun is actually always good. Fire bolts go through targets and they light them on fire. As you can see. Dot effects, I like dot effects. I'm very much in love with them, because it means you can go be safe and you don't have to like directly be attacking the target in order to continue to do damage to them. That's why Warlocks and WoW are good. Of that nature. You know, I really like this game. I wish I could get a, like, I see a lot of the same weaponry over and over and over again, and I do wish I could get a little bit more variety. Like, it's nice to have the Plague Pistol and the Glacier Gun right now. But the Glacier Gun's only, like, so good. Which, you know, I don't mind, because it's nice to have, and it makes runs like this where we get those guns, like, super fun, because, you know, like, we're sitting pretty right now. Like, if we get the Void Core Assault Rifle after this, like, we'll be in, like, really good shape, because then I can slow people down and then just hammer them with the Void Core Assault Rifle. Which will be fun. We're going to refill the Glacier here, and we're going to go in here and grab the basically free chest for a little bit of bad luck. What is that? Speedier than a bullet. Ballistic shoes. Nice. A speed upgrade. Never hurt anybody. Make us nice and speedy, like Sonic the Hedgehog here. They call me Sonic because I'm faster than sound. I keep them jumping around. The blue Hedgehog Sonic. Yeah, the Plague Pistol's pretty good. I don't know if this is a parody on anything, but if I had to guess, it seems like it's like a Warcraft or a Warhammer gun, something that like the Necrons would use or something. Don't ask me why. That's what it strikes me as. I guess it's the design of the gun. It might be wholly original for all I know, but a lot of the guns in this seem to be parodies of something or other, which I think is kind of cool. Like there's like the Crank gun, which is a parody of the military gun from Futurama, from that episode where they have to join the military to fight the bouncing ball alien guys, where it turns out they're the invaders. Like, Sap Brannigan's just sort of a tool. Really funny. That was a great episode, actually. I haven't watched Futurama in a long time. Like, I've like watched episodes here and there, but like I've never actually like sat down and watched through like the whole thing front to back. I've watched all the episodes, obviously, but A lot of them were coming out when I was in not in high school, in like middle school. That's when the show really came out. Because I'm 22 now, and I think Futurama came out in the early 2000s. It came out after the turn of the century, and I wasn't in high school at that point. I was in middle school, if I'm not mistaken, because I was like really little during the turn of the millennium. Oh, Jesus. We might die, actually, because I am playing super badly here. Ow. Suck. I suck. Sucks to suck. There we go. Okay. We might actually be forced to buy HP from the shop if we're not careful here. Cool. Got that taken care of. I'm hoping we get an HP drop soon. Key. Blast it all. We're just sort of in a pickle right now. Ooh! That got me. Damn it. Okay. We'll do another run. That sucks. I feel bad about that. I got really quiet because I was trying to focus, and it backfired on me a little bit. That's all right. We'll start a new run. Hopefully it's not like with this deck. I feel weird whenever I start a second run on these Gungeon videos because there's a part of me that hopes the run does well, like every run I do. There's another part of me that hopes the run fails miserably, so that way the first 11 minutes of this video weren't like just a complete stupid addition. And I don't like to edit. I think it kind of takes away from like it takes away from the me part of the YouTube video, which is the whole reason I can play this game and not get my ass sued like front and back. That and the fact that the people who make this game are super cool about, you know, people making content for their game because they understand that it's basically free advertisement, and you know, most people who watch video games convert into at least potential buyers. Some people who watch people play are doing it temporarily until they can get the game themselves. I did that with Gungeon. I watched Gungeon episodes before... no, I watched like 2 or 3 Gungeon episodes before the game came out because I was really excited. And I wanted to know more and get myself extra hyped for Gungeon, right? And so I watched and I did a little bit. I did that for XCOM slightly. Although XCOM had like plot stuff that I wanted to try to avoid. And that was more, you know, because I'm a longtime XCOM fan. I did a series here on the channel. If you are so inclined to go back and watch it, I would not stop you. It's pretty good, if I do say so myself. I beat the game. The last episode was a freaking nightmare and a half for me to record because it glitched out really hard the first time, and then I had to go back and replay the whole thing over again after I had already beaten the game. And so, like, it lost, like, a ton of mystery for me, which ruined my endgame experience. But that's not... I don't think it was Firaxis' fault. I think at the time my computer was having some graphical issues. It was my graphics card in particular was having some problems, and it was causing my processor to not function super good, which, you know, is not good, but not a lot I can do about it. Well, there is. I replaced my graphics cards like a little bit after that, which was a good move. I think it was a good move. They were horribly outdated anyway. Sponge, huh? What does that do? Sponge, godliness. Is it a passive item? Removes all goop in a small radius continuously. Alright, cool. That'll be helpful. That means I don't think we can get poisoned anymore. Like, if I walk over poison at any point now, it'll soak it up for me. I wonder if it'll, like, squeeze it out and I can, like, use it to, like, strategically place poison, like, relocate it somewhere. That might be fun. You can, like, remove water and then use it to, like, relocate for, you know, nefarious purposes. I don't know. Nefarious purposes sounds like... It's, like, such a weird thing to say. I'll grab these 2 things. I don't want to sell anything to the sell guy. That's what this area right here is. That's what that grate is above the shop. You drop items onto it, and it sells it to the little dude who lives, like, inside of the grate, essentially. And he buys them and gives you caps back for it, which is not bad, but I don't know. I don't have anything I want to sell him. The only thing I could sell him would be my crossbow, and yeah, I ain't parting with the crossbow. The whole reason I can exist right now. No, you bastard! Damn it. Alright, I guess I can't leave ammo behind ever. This is a t-shirt cannon? T-shirt cannon, huh? Alright. T-shirt cannon's not bad. It's a weird gun because it makes t-shirts stick to the person, so it's kind of goofy. But it does okay damage. It's slightly better than my crossbow, I guess. A crossbow does crazy good damage, but this gun does okay damage. You can kind of see it, like, it does, like, okay damage. I don't know how it compares to, like, my crossbow. I know my crossbow one-shots a lot of the early enemies, and the machine gun, the t-shirt gun doesn't. But I also know that you can fire the machine gun, the t-shirt gun, a lot quicker than you can fire my crossbow, because my crossbow's got one bullet in it. I also know that it's, like, adorable as hell. The t-shirts stick to people. I wish it, like, applied, like, a slowing effect or made them, like, less accurate because it, like, got in their eyes or something. That would make this gun, like, really good. Which is probably why it doesn't do that, to be honest. Ow, I got hit. Alright. So much for mastery. That sucks. It just takes one lapse, man. One lapse in focus, and suddenly you're getting shot by one stray bullet. I gotta be more aware. And I really need to stop playing Gungeon at, like, 2 in the morning. Like, it'd be really nice if I did this in, like, the middle of the afternoon. The best run ever, the one where I got down to floor 5, that was at, like, 2 in the afternoon before I went to work. Ugh. Which I always feel weird saying, because I'm, like, always at work. I work out of my house most of the time. Ah, piss. Should have rolled into the bullets instead of around them. But I have, like, office days where I have to, like, go to the office and talk to my team and meet with them, try to, you know, figure out stuff that you can't figure out by yourself, etc., etc. Heart of Ice! We ended up getting our HP bonus anyway. Suck it, game. T-shirts everywhere. T-shirt gun is... It's a middling gun. It's maybe like this. If I got the drum barrel and my crossbow ended up with 2 shells in it instead of 1, my crossbow would be infinitely better than my who's its thingy, this thing, t-shirt gun. T-shirt gun's got knockback. I guess that's like one thing that it's got going for it. So if you're on a room like this, there are a lot of pits, you can like push them into the pit. And there's an achievement associated with pushing targets into the pit. Into pits, rather, pits in general. Which is kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Ah, don't destroy my chest, please. Oh. Alright, cool, we got it. If I'm really careful, I can soak up the oil with the sponge and not get burned. Alright. Blunderbuss is a good gun. It's a charging shotgun. The bullets bounce. If you're point blank with the target, it kills them instantly. I've seen very few things actually survive this, aside from, like, bosses, which... unfair, I guess, would be my best submission for that. But yeah, point blank with this thing, it does crazy damage. Our Corky found a heart! Thanks, bud. Corky has another use. It does smell out mimics. The Corky barks, that means that the chest is a mimic. Which is good to know. Good to know! So... hopefully we don't ever run into a mimic ever again. What do we got here? Is this the Judge? Oh, the Judge is great! So this is the gun inspired by the Judge Dread gun. It fires a bunch of like regular bullets, which do moderate damage. But then the last bullet is a special bullet. It's like kind of like the mailbox gun, except I think this gun does more damage than the mailbox gun per shot, because the actual shots do like good damage. Like, it's more bullets from the t-shirt cannon. Everything else is pretty full up. Although I don't really want to get more bullets for the t-shirt cannon. If I leave the bullets behind, the rat will steal them. So, you know, gotta be aware. But yeah, that's why this gun is good. Is because the elemental effect at the end is stupendous. So like it can be fire, it can be explosive, it could be, you know, just about anything under the sun. Ice is probably the best one. you know, I would take ice. Ice or fire is good. I like fire. The poison one is a little too small for it to be like super useful. It's still good because it poisons whatever it is you shoot. But explosive's good because it does like really good damage. Fire's good because it dots the person. Even plague's good because it dots the person. But I think ice is the best one because it also freezes the target in addition to doing bonus damage. Which, you know, in a game of all about not getting hit, having people not move is sort of a big boon. It's an ed boon, if you will. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Oop. Dodge out of the way of that. Dodge out of the way of that. Fire that one in there. Reload. Kill that guy. I left a little bit more plague behind, I guess. I just don't like that the plague circle is so small, but then like we get like a huge ice patch. You know, like it feels unfair. Alright, got a key, so we can go to the shop now. Which I might do. Because in the shop we have the chance to buy a key, which I can then use to get into a chest and stuff of that nature. Which I appreciate. I have a key. Why not just use that to get the key? Well, because the shop might also contain a gun, and a chest might not. There's a probability that a chest will not contain a gun. Save myself a little bullets. A little bullets. A couple of bullets there, I guess. Go ahead and freeze that guy. Oop, got hit by that dude. Is now icy all over the place because of the hard ice. I guess that makes me feel slightly better about getting hit, is that we have the hard ice, so like the room's pretty much dead if we get hit. It doesn't make me feel that much better because I still got hit, and I really need to not get hit if I'm gonna win the video game. I really need to like really try my hardest not to get hit as often as possible. Ah, there we go. Good. The Judge is such a good gun. It's great. It's a great general use gun. It's also good against bosses, but I do think the mailbox gun is better against bosses because it almost always is explosive, and the final bullet always does bonus damage regardless of which bullet flies out of it. So like even the glitter box still does bonus damage. It just does just the box's damage rather than like poisoning them or lighting them on fire or anything like that. Which, you know, is fine. Got another key. We're key rich now. Oh, is that the Ring of Cheft Vampirism? Cool. So now if we run out of keys, I can then shoot chests open instead, which it'll heal us every time I do that. So it's a good thing. It's a good thing to get, you know. Pretty happy about it. Sense of direction is terrible, from what I remember. This shop is a major bust. Waste of a key. Let's buy a blank, I guess. I know I complained about that on the last episode, but we're going to the boss with 3 blanks. I'll feel a little bit more comfortable. It's the ammo conda again. Boss is annoying, but not insurmountable. Hopefully it doesn't kill us, and we might be able to mastery it if we are careful and judicious about our use of our blanks here. Ooh, ow. Okay, well, there goes our ability to mastery it. We'll definitely beat the boss, I think. But we'll have to see if we get anything past that. I think its head is not its weak point, contrary to what you would assume. I think its body is, actually. I think shooting it in the turrets is better than shooting it in the head. I think shooting in the turrets makes the turrets explode if you shoot them enough, and I think that causes the boss to get weaker. Do not quote me on that, as I am unaware if that is actually the case or not. Okay, cool. Easy does it. Easy does it. Got it. Okay. Boss is dead. Feels good. What do we get? Is that jetpack? Hell yeah, we got the jetpack. Jetpack lets us fly. We hit spacebar. We can fly. It makes us faster while we're flying. It will allow us to get items like the arcane gunpowder later on, and I don't remember what the other thing is. It's like the casing, the bullet casing or something from the the 4th level. I've never gotten the bullet casing because I always try to get arcane gunpowder, and you have to. It takes up an active slot, so unless you have like the backpack or you're playing as the pilot, you have to give up whatever your active item is in order to pick up the arcane gunpowder, which I actually feel like is slightly unfair. You also can't dodge roll while on the jetpack, which I just remembered as I attempted to dodge roll to get away from those bullets, and then was subsequently hit in the face by the bullet. Let's just go ahead and try to long range this guy with the blunderbuss. There we go. We'll probably use the crossbow a little bit now that the judge is out of ammo until we can get more ammo for the judge, which I want because it is my favorite gun in the game, I think. Probably my favorite gun in the game. I think it and then the Void crossbow are the two, or not the Void crossbow, the Void assault rifle, the Void core assault rifle are the 2 best guns in the game, in my humble opinion. T-shirt cannon is not one of the best guns in the game. Best thing that it does is knock people back, and that is only useful against certain enemies and in certain places. But that's okay. Life is sweet. Day's cool. They're the Offbeats. I remember the show The Offbeats. It was part of Kablam from Nickelodeon back in like the early 90s. I guess early to mid 90s. A show about like these kids who like lived in I guess they lived in like what I can only describe as like a rap dude's fever dream. It was like a void that they lived in, and like the background, like there were never any backgrounds, like it was always sort of just drawn into place, right? So and they just like went on like weird rap adventures. Not rap, like jazz adventure. It was a weird show. Weird concept. Very... Something I'm pretty sure would never get greenlit nowadays. Because it didn't have, like, instant appeal. And where's the cute characters? Well, they're the Offbeats. You gotta get the Offbeats. Yeah, but how do we sell action figures of the Offbeats? Like, does this one shoot any fireballs or anything? And you're like, no, he doesn't shoot fireballs. He just waxes aimlessly about music. And they're like, nobody cares about music. This is the 90s. And then you're like, no, please stop. Let's get the hell rid of the T-shirt gun. Gun's terrible. And then let's get rid of the blunderbuss, because it's a little late in the game for you to use shotguns that aren't the blooper. Unless you have, like, muscle relaxants or the scope would be good. The M1 is not a bad gun. I'm sorry, this is the Winchester. The Winchester is not a bad gun either. It is not the M1, which I thought it was. The M1's a sniper rifle that is very, very good because it... what am I doing? I can fly. I don't need to walk like some kind of plebeian using goddamn minecarts. What am I? Not royalty? Some sort of peasant? Yes, fear me. Lost a lot of money just lost to the ether there because it fell into the, I guess this is acid. Just lost forever. I kind of want the knife shield, but I also plan on going to get the arcane gunpowder because we have the opportunity to get it with the jetpack. What is this? A shrine to Icos Hendrax, the Great Arbiter. Yeah, fuck it, roll the bones. What do we get? Robbed and gift. What did we lose? Well, we didn't lose anything in particular. And we got a chest. Master of Unlocking. Play well, get keys. Is that like if we don't get hit, we like get keys on the room or something? Because I can make that happen. I could probably make that happen at least. Let's get off the... I was like, let's get off of the jetpack for a little bit here, because I need to be able to dodge if need be. Yeah, I think if we don't get hit, we get keys. So that was a major pickup. I'm super excited about that. We rolled the dice and we won there, apparently. I don't know what it took from us. Maybe we lost a blank. Maybe I had 3 blanks. That seems possible. It certainly didn't take any HP or any of our guns. It didn't take any of our ammo either. I don't know. I'm not going to complain about it. kind of happy about it. Nope, we're leaving the smoke grenades behind, and the rat's going to take them. And then we will come back here, and we will take this, and then we will leave. Yep, we will leave. We will go here. We will check if there is anything worth buying. We will not buy a key, I guess. We'll go over here. We got the arcane gunpowder. It doesn't do anything, by the way. For those of you wondering if it does anything, it does not. It just sits there. Cannonball Rog, much easier boss fight than the Treadnought. I got hit already on the attack that I should have been able to dodge without an issue. So that's embarrassing. But, you know, whatever. I'll just cry myself to sleep later. Just keep opening fire on it with the Winchester. We'll go Shaun of the Dead on this thing. I do wish there was, like, a Shaun of the Dead reference attached to this gun, but, you know, they can't all be references, so to speak. The Winchester's actually just, like, a gun, like an actual firearm that is used in the real world. I don't know how prevalent it is anymore, but it is definitely a firearm. And I died! So there you go. I died. Yeah, I think that's going to do it for this episode. I'm a little embarrassed by all of that, but, you know, what am I going to do? Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you saw, let me know. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to keep up to date on when I post more videos. And if you really like what you saw, leave a like. You know, helps the channel grow, helps me out a great deal. If you have any tips or tricks, leave them down in the comments below. I answer all comments that I get until they start getting out of control, which, you know, I don't foresee happening anytime soon. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye!